morning 9th class. I hope you all are safe at your home. So today we will discuss about the cell membrane, plasma membrane, cell wall, and about the nucleus, right? In the previous lecture we had discussed about the permeability of the cell, permeable, impermeable, and semi-permeable. These terms we had discussed in our previous lecture simply, right? What is the meaning of permeable? Because the cell membrane have capability for transmitting the nutrients or water from the outer environment to the inner environment. So you can say that inside and outside of the cell. So the membrane which have capability to pass all the nutrients from inside to outside or from outside to inside simply is that kind of membrane is called permeable membrane. Impermeable, it means it is made up of the solid substances or dead compounds, or maybe you can say that the deposition of suberin in that kind of membrane, so that they do not allow any kind of input and output inside the cell simply. Semi-permeable membrane, it means the membrane which have capability to pass the nutrient, but only the selected nutrients and selected compound can move outside to inside and inside to outside into the cell simply. That kind of membrane is called semi-permeable membrane. After this we will discuss the small topic about the diffusion. What is the meaning of diffusion? Simply it is the movement of the nutrients or molecules simply from the region of higher concentration to the region of lower concentration. You can see that actually diffusion occur for the gaseous particles mainly, because movement of gaseous particle is more easy as compared to liquid and the solid simply. So diffusion occur in case of gases. For example, the O2. For example, O2 is more in the outer environment as compared to our tissue. So movement of oxygen will be from the outer environment to your tissue is called diffusion simply. But in case of tissue, there is more CO2 in comparison to the outer environment. Then what will be the movement, or what will be the direction of the movement of CO2 will be from the tissue to the external environment. Then CO2 move from the tissue into the internal environment. So this is the movement of gases by the process of diffusion in the membrane. What is diffusion? It is the movement of molecules of gases mainly from the region of higher concentration, where the concentration of gaseous particle or partial pressure of gaseous particle is higher. The region where the gaseous particle, partial pressure of gaseous particle is higher, from the higher region to the lower region simply is called diffusion. Similarly, this is also in the semi-permeable membrane. Next is the osmosis. In case of semi-permeable membrane, there is also the movement of water takes place, and this movement of water is also called osmosis. Osmosis is also the movement of molecules from higher concentration to lower concentration, similarly as the diffusion. But diffusion mainly occur in gaseous particles, and osmosis takes place in the water or solvent particle, you can say that, from higher to lower. One more condition will be applied in case of osmosis is that it occur in only semi-permeable membrane or selectively permeable membrane, but it occur in either in a permeable or in a semi-permeable membrane in any condition. But in osmosis there is movement of water from higher concentration to the lower concentration through a semi-permeable or selectively permeable membrane. Selectively permeable membrane, simply you can say that. In case of osmosis, there is also a requirement of selectively permeable membrane, because osmosis does not occur in permeable and impermeable condition. Osmosis only occur in the selectively permeable membrane. Through a selectively permeable membrane, you can say that. So what is the meaning of osmosis and diffusion? Diffusion is the movement of gaseous particle from the higher concentration region to the lower concentration. but osmosis is the movement of water molecule from the higher concentration molecule to the lower concentration molecule through a selectively permeable membrane. For example, this is your cell A and this is your cell B. There are 10 molecules of water or there are 5 molecules of water. Then the movement of water will be from the A to B. If there is 15 there, then the movement of water will be B to A. So because this is cell and the cell membrane is made up of a selectively permeable membrane, so osmosis is possible from one cell to another cell or through tissue to tissue, simply you can say that. So this is about the osmosis. One more important topic about the cell membrane is the solution. There are 3 type of solution is present. Is called hypotonic solution. Hypotonic. Next is the hypertonic and the isotonic. These are the 3 solutions. Firstly, what is the meaning of solution? Solution is always the composition of solute plus solvent simply. What is the solute? Solute means always the solid particle. Any solid particle is called solute simply. And solvent means any liquid particle is called solvent. Either it is water, either it is any organic liquid or inorganic liquid. Simply you can say that it is any liquid and it can be any solid, you can say that. And solution always consists solute plus solvent simply. On the basis of this solute and solvent, we have three different kind of solution is present. Next, first is the hypotonic. In case of hypotonic solution, simply you can learn it about hypotonic solution means it is diluted solution. Hypertonic solution, it means it is a concentrated solution, and isotonic solution, it means it will be same. What is the meaning of dilute, concentrated and the same? Simply, dilute means the solution which consists more liquid. More water is present in that solution is called diluted solution. What is the meaning of hyper and concentrated solution? It means which consists more solid. The solution which have more solid molecules as compared to the liquid or solvent molecule is simply called the hypertonic solution or concentrated solution. Next is the isotonic solution. What is the meaning of isotonic? Iso means same. It means the molecule of solid and liquid will be equal in case of the isotonic solution. So in case of hypotonic solution, there is more molecules of liquid as compared to the solid simply. Like this. More liquid, less solid. In case of concentrated, more solid but less liquid. In case of isotonic, both are in equal amount. Right? Then what is the meaning and what is the purpose and what is the benefit of these different type of solution? Hypotonic, diluted solution, hypertonic, concentrated solution, and isotonic will be the same molecule of solvent and solute simply. So I will give you an example. For example, this is your cell, right? This is your cell which is living. Living cell consists in nucleus, right? And the cytoplasm simply. I will put this cell in a solution and the solution is hypotonic. It means it is a diluted solution, right? Cell is living, it means its membrane is semi-permeable, or you can say that the selectively permeable, and you know that in the outer environment water molecules are more as compared to the inside the cell. Then what is the meaning of osmosis? Osmosis means movement of the water molecule or solvent molecule from the higher concentration to the lower concentration through a selectively permeable membrane. It means there are more solid, higher concentration of solvent will be in outside of the cell, and lower concentration of water will be in the inside of the cell. So what will be the movement of the water will through a selectively permeable membrane from outer side to the inner side. It means water move from outer environment to the inner environment simply. So what will be the condition, or what will happen with the cell in that condition? Because the continuously movement of water till the equilibrium will maintain. Equilibrium means the molecule of solvent from inside and outside will be in equal condition, in equal number, till the movement is occur in hypotonic solution. So in that condition your cell becomes swell up. Your cell becomes swell up simply because the movement of water from outside to inside takes place continuously till the equilibrium, right? Next, another solution will be there. Your cell is living, there is a nucleus, there is a solution which is hypertonic. It means you can say that concentrated solution. And what is the meaning of concentrated solution? It means it has more solute molecule as compared to the solvent molecule. So in case of that condition, there are more solid molecules are there outside the cell as compared to inside. But what is the osmosis? Osmosis is only the movement of solvent. It means there are less solvent, and inside the cell there are more solvent. So what will happen during the hypertonic solution? The movement of water from higher concentration to the lower concentration like this. It means from the inside of the cell to the outside of the cell till the equilibrium. Till the equilibrium means the molecule of solvent inside to the cell and outside to the cell will be same. Till this movement, till this osmosis will take place, right? So in that condition your cell will be shrink up because the removal of the or movement of the protoplasm or liquid molecule from inside cell to the outside simply. So in that condition your cell will be shrink. Next, if your solution will be isotonic and your cell will be living. Isotonic means in that kind of solution there are solvent as well as solute molecule will be same. If there is no difference between the solute and solvent molecule, then in that condition the movement of solvent from out to in is same to the in to out. From out to in is same to the in to out. So in that condition the shape of your cell will be same. There is no change in the shape of the cell. In that condition you can say that simply. So in case of diluted solution and hypotonic solution your cell will be swell up, and in case of hypertonic and concentrated solution your cell will be shrink up, and in case of isotonic solution the shape of the cell will be same. One important topic about this is about the cell membrane. One important topic is the cell wall based on these solution. What is cell wall? Cell wall actually is present only in case of the plant only because plants do not capability of movement or motility. So they have cell wall. This is a rigid and present outer side to the cell membrane to protect the cell from this swell up and shrinkage condition. You can simply say that. I will tell you how. So cell wall in case of plant is made up of cellulose generally, because cellulose is the main carbohydrate which is present in the plant. So cell wall is made up of cellulose in case of plants, and it is a complex carbohydrate simply, right? Okay, what will happen if your cell put in the, what is the function of cell wall? Simply you can say that if your cell is put in the diluted solution, it becomes swell up because the continuous movement of the solvent takes place inside the cell. In that condition there is possibility it will become burst. It can be burst in any point when the solvent molecule is more inside the cell. It can be burst and it can be killed up. but the cell wall does not you can say that simply due to the cell wall, the bursting of the cell does not takes place, because due to this wall there is a pressure exerted in the cell when continuously movement of water takes place. This cell wall pressure actually make a like simply you can say that the maintenance of the pressure takes place due to cell. The wall of the cell make a pressure or exert a pressure which is equal and opposite to this liquid pressure. When this liquid is continuously enter your cell, it cause a pressure which may cause bursting of the cell. This is called turgid pressure, simply the pressure which is exerted by the liquid. The pressure which is exerted by the liquid is equal and opposite to the wall pressure, cell wall pressure, which is exerted by the cell. So because it is equal and opposite, so there is no possibility of bursting of the cell. So cell become alive in that condition, right? In next condition, when your cell becomes shrink in hypertonic solution, then what will happen in that condition? Why the cell does not die in that condition or in a hypertonic solution simply? In that condition, there are more solute in the outer environment as compared to the inner environment. Simply you can say that, right? So due to this hypertonic solution or concentrated solution, your cell becomes shrink up. Because of shrink up, what is the meaning of shrink up? It means all the cytoplasm or protoplasm of the cell become outside, from inside to the outside, move inside to the outside. So in that condition, cell become died. But in that condition, there is also a phenomenon is called plasmolysis. Simply you can say that plasmolysis means when you put your cell in the hypertonic solution, the plasma of the cell move inside to outside and cell becomes shrink. If you put your cell plasmolyte, this condition is called plasmolysis. Plasmo means cytoplasm and lysis means the breakdown. Immediately if you put your shrink cell into the hypotonic solution, then it may become regain their original position or original shape and become alive. So when you put your plasmolyzed cell into the hypotonic solution, then the cell wall have capability immediately to make your cell shape maintain or regain and your cell become alive in that condition. And in isotonic solution, because there is no change will be there, because the movement of solvent from in to out and out to in will be same. So in that condition there is no shrinkage, there is no swell up, there is no chances of bursting takes place. So this is the role of cell wall in case of plants, because in case of plants there is always possibility of hypotonic and hypertonic. It may be in the aquatic condition, it may be in the desertic condition. So shrinkage and swell up is continuously, it means plasmolysis and deplasmolysis is continuously takes place in case of plants, and cell wall make plants protective in that condition. So this is about the cell membrane and cell wall. Nucleus we will discuss in our next lecture. Thank you.